Hi guys, Moxie here. I wanted to show you this video I had taken at HasCon that kind of gives you an idea of what it was like to be there and walk around the exhibition hall. Right now we just walked into the exhibition, the main exhibition place, and when you walk into the Transformers area. This is the area they had Bumblebee one day, dancing around in a costume, shaking people's hands. Bumblebee was my favorite Transformer growing up. I really enjoyed him. I think mainly because I liked Volkswagen Bugs. Here we are back in the Transformers area. In this area you could get a sheet of paper, and if you go to each of the booths and got a stamp, at the end they would give you, I believe it was about 4 or 5 little mini posters. These are some other cars from the movie. This here I believe is Bumblebee. They changed it from a Volkswagen Bug to a Camaro. I still prefer the Volkswagen Bug a little more, but the Camaro's nice too. So on the day that we got our posters, there was actually, I believe it was 3 artists there doing autographs. So we got some of our posters autographed. These are some of the toys that they have on display. This would have been a neat playset as a child. Some of the booths, you could watch some videos. And this is the main stage for the Transformers area. This here is a neat little diorama. I think as a kid I would have loved to have something like this. The train is really amazing. As a kid we just would have to use our imagination with whatever we had. If I ever got into art, I think this is something I would really enjoy doing. This was the booth where the artists were hanging out for signatures. Some movie props that were out on display. Back there's the Star Wars area. We'll get to that in a minute. Some more movie props. So as we round the corner here, or continue straight from the main entrance, we get into the Disney property area. I didn't spend too much time here. They were focused mainly on smaller children. You can see this is Frozen, Beauty and the Beast. Hi guys! More of the princess area. Moana. Little kid tables for the kids. This is the Magic area, Magic the Gathering. Large Jace statue. When they were doing, when the cosplayers were here and that you could take pictures with cosplayers, this is the area they would do it in front of the Jace statue. That HasCon promos on display here. We got those in our swag bag as a VIP. This is the desk you could come to register as like a never played Magic before person. They give you a quick rundown and a deck. These are Ajani and Nicol Bolas statues on display. They're very detailed. So just across the way is a Magic Arena setup. You could come here and test Magic Arena. Each of these stations were paired. You could only play the person across from you. One deck was dinosaurs, the other was pirates, and it was only the cards that had already been spoiled. Just across the way here are the tables where you could sit down and learn how to play Magic. So we're going to skip the D&D thing here just for a minute and round the corner, and we entered the Star Wars area. Just a little insider thing, back in the corner there was where the employees lounge was. This is the chair that we could take a picture in. They had various Star Wars toys on display here. Again, this is something I think would be kind of neat to do if I ever got into any sort of art. It's a movie props. Now the toys in this case are vintage toys, so these were some of the first toys they had put out for the Star Wars films. And of course they had a pod racer on display for us. You can see back there, I think it's called a BB-8 that they had there. They also had an R2-D2 up and running one day as well. It would blink and flash and make all the sorts of noises as it makes. We're getting into the Marvel area now. They had them again, as is quite often with these more movie props. And there were some toys on display as well. Black Panther. Again, just a wonderful diorama of the toys that, I don't know, there's so much creativity that goes into designing something like this. It's really amazing. So wrapping behind the movie props, we're getting back into the toy area for the Marvel properties. Coming up here is Groot. They had a display with some audio with it. Again, another Spider-Man diorama. I really enjoy looking at the dioramas. I spend a lot of time with them. Got the Incredible Hulk here. So we had another photo opportunity here. I got to take a picture as Thor, as in one of the toy packaging boxes. We're cutting back through the Star Wars corner here, heading back to the Dungeons and Dragons area. Right behind this area here was the magic section. So the Dungeons and Dragons area here would have one cosplayer on occasion walking around, looked like a little troll. They asked you to take a scary face when you took a picture. I don't know a whole lot about Dungeons and Dragons. I know it's a board game and I've played it on occasion. Not real sure what these props are about. Maybe just to kind of bring the D&D world to life for someone, help them understand kind of what they're playing in. So this is the HasCon store where you could go and purchase some of the games or toys that were on display. You could also purchase some of the promotional items like the cards, the HasCon cards for Magic the Gathering here as well. Right behind this wall is the break area where you could go and have a soda or just kind of rest your feet for a bit. Happens to be the area that I ran into the professor from Tolarian Community College as well. So I got to take a picture with him. Now this was one of my favorite toys as a child. You don't know how bad I really wanted that big sit and spin to actually function. You know, it looked like HasCon really wanted some of the cosplayers out and about. I'm really surprised they didn't bring in some Sesame Street puppets. Now this was the troll booth, and it was a very popular booth. They would decorate your hair and get it to stand up just like a troll doll and spray it with colors and glitter and whatnot. There was one lady there that was trying to get me to do my hair. I was a little worried it might be a bit too tall though. There she is. Now as we round the corner we come into the Nerf area. The Nerf's changed a little bit from when I was a kid. It's a bit more complicated. They have one product that will actually shoot small cars, kind of like little Matchbox cars. I thought this sign was kind of interesting. They made this out of the Nerf darts. This was a Nerf arena where you could pick a Nerf gun, go in, and have a friendly Nerf fight with some other folks around the convention center. I had to sign a waiver to get in. This Nitro product is what I was telling you about. These guns will shoot small little cars, and your objective was to try and hit some of those circle areas to score points. I'm not sure it's something I would have really enjoyed playing with as a child. I didn't have much fun with it even here at the convention center. Now this is a product, a Nerf product, you can take and put these different modules together and design your own Nerf gun. I wasn't so good at it, but it's very flexible, and I think once you kind of understood what was happening, it'd be really fun to play with. Try out different types of weapons, and I think there's even a rocket shooter that you can attach to it. So this is the Beyblade area. Believe it or not, I'd never played with Beyblades before. This was my first experience with them. They're kind of like a top that you can design different sections of it. You can put a different bottom on it, different weights in the middle, and then different tops. You'll spin them off of a little gadget that spins them, and they drop into a little plastic arena area, and then they'll smack each other. Who's ever bursts first, they lose. And going around, this is the My Little Pony section. Coming up here, you can see just there on the right, there is another section where you could, kind of like in the troll area, where you could have your hair done. I assume maybe face painting or makeup for the children or something. It's another very popular area. Okay, we're moving into the area that I was really getting into now. This is the board game area. This is a large Jenga stack. Unfortunately, it's cardboard. Had it been actual wood, it would have been very challenging. We had the Simon area. I wanted to try the Simons, but forgot to loop back around and give it a shot.
Hi guys, I'm here with Annie, and this is Speak Out, a Hasbro product. And the object of the game is we put these little dental clip kind of things in our mouth, and then we try to say a phrase. So the phrase we're going to say is on the back of the card, and I'll let you guys try to figure out what I'm saying. Alright, here we go. The big size going
inside. Turn it that way.
Inside. Okay.
Well, keep your card.
Alright, here we go. If you keep double dipping, no chips. No chips. Alright, do you guys figure it out? One more time. If you keep double dipping, no chips. Alright guys, so it says, if you keep double dipping, no chips. Was I good? Did I make it?
You did awesome. You did great.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Speak Out. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, Moxie here. We are here playing High Face Sky High with Amanda. Amanda's gonna smash the strongman thing and see if she can pie in my face.
Yep.
And I bet she's been doing this all day, so she's probably got it done.
It's gonna be awesome.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we need some whipped cream. Hey, Jillian. This is whipped cream.
I'm ready.
Oh, that's a good one. That was awesome.
Thanks, Amanda.
You want to do it the other way too? You want to pie someone?
Sure. Let me get you.
Charlie. We're gonna get.
No.
We're gonna stand there.
I can't get my revenge.
You want? All right. Yeah, you can get.
Yeah,
You can do that. I'll do it, Charlie. But we're gonna get you on all the other ones. That's all. It's actually easier.
All right.
Ready?
Very good. I gotta get one. Ready? Thanks for being a good sport.
That was fun.
We'll see you guys later.
Have a good day.
You. 是。
I should have looked back around to try and play this. This looked rather interesting. Almost a life-size operation table.
There you go.
All right, so are you familiar with how this works at all?
No.
Okay, so here's what's going on. The first egg you touch, you have to pick up and you have to break it on your head.
Okay.
All right? It may have water in it, it may not. You don't know. So it's egg roulette, essentially. All right? So you can just go ahead and grab one.
And then you take your turn.
And then I'll take my turn.
All right.
You got it.
They're all filled with water, right?
They're a mixture of both. So
All right, let's see. Put this one.
nothing?
Water.
Oh,
Ah.
nicely done. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So that's egg gone. You want to grab another one? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Not a problem at all. Have a great day. All right, what do you get?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna spin. What do I get? Oh no, 3.
Oh, I don't know. You could pick 1 or 3. That's
We'll do
right on
3.
the line.
That's
Okay.
on the line. We'll do
You're
3.
daring.
All right, here we go. Warren.
Make sure you get your
Oh,
face
I got
down there.
me.
So this picture here of the Monopoly was made with actual Rubik's Cubes. Quite a lot of Rubik's Cubes. I'm not very good at them, but I respect the people that can do stuff like this. It's very challenging.
All right, guys. So this is like life-size bowling Yahtzee. We get to roll the ball 3 times, and we try to get to the Yahtzee. So here we go. We should push it.
You just push it, yes sir.
All
Let's
right.
see.
What do we get?
You got,
We got 3, 4,
oh, you're very close to a
5,
straight
5.
and a 6, so
6.
I would just take the, I'd almost go for a straight.
We get a 2, right?
Yes.
All right.
So,
On the X.
yeah, put it on the X.
Do we need to move these?
You move those to the side. And put it right in the middle. Then you just get a 2 and you'd have a straight.
All right, cool. All right, here we go. Roll 2.
Roll 2. All right, you get another shot at it. Go for it.
All right. Can we position the pin anyway?
Any way you want, sir.
All right. So let's do this. Let's put the 2 right in front.
Right there. All right.
That. Roll 3. Here we go.
How'd you do?
It turned. Did we get it? Did we get it?
No.
We got a 5. Not quite.
Oh, not quite.
Can't win them all. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
So first, you want to flip a card that'll give us our challenge.
Oh, I got 2.
Ooh.
I can't even do the right. All right. Here we go.
Sculpted.
Sculpted emoji. Right.
Okay. We have a minute.
A minute, huh? Okay. Are you timing?
You can count, kind of.
All right. Let's see. Aha.
Okay.
Here we go. Got my eyeball. You're so experienced in this, aren't you? You're gonna beat me. Second eyeball. Maybe that'd be a nose. It's a little big.
I'm just glad there's a snake emoji.
Oh man, I didn't know about the snake. Another eyeball. Okay, here. Take it.
I'm not super good at snakes though.
All right.
Full disclaimer.
Hey, wait a second. The smiley faces don't have noses, do they? All right.
Okay.
Smiley face? Is it good enough?
Snake.
Yours is way better than mine. Look at this.
I don't know.
Let's do one more.
Let's do it.
All right. Can we put this away? All right. So it's your turn to draw?
Okay, you can do that. And okay, so you have 30 seconds to draw a shark.
All right. Okay. And you didn't even take the cap off the pins
I
for
know,
us.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
All right.
You got yours faster than me though.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right.
So, does it got to look just like that?
It can look like whatever you want.
I'm not a good drawing person. In the first place.
I think
And
my
it's-
shark needs braces.
And we have 30 seconds to do this. I think we're
I'm
past
sure
our 30
it's over.
seconds. Alright.
Tail.
Got our eyeball. Our nose, snout. Oh, shark's gotta have shark teeth, right?
Totally.
Shark teeth. Oh. And the dorsal.
I think we're good.
There.
I think I did it.
Yeah. Oh. Grab this one. There we go. This is fun. I like it.
I think yours needs braces less than mine.
Thank you very
Well,
much.
awesome. Yeah.
Alright guys, this is called the flip challenge. What we do is we draw a card, we flip the bottle of water, and we try to get it one of these or whatever the challenge says. So let's draw a card. It says cap landing. Alright, I don't know if I can do this. I don't even know if I can flip the bottle.
Oh.
How many times do we try?
You can try, let's go with 3 times. We'll give you
Alright.
3 chances.
2. I'm not good at all. Let's do
It's
one more
okay.
card.
Perfect.
Alright. Next card, again. Land the wild target.
Nice. The smallest one.
Smallest one. Okay. Here it goes, right here.
Perfect. Oh.
Almost. 2.
Oh.
Way too far. One more time.
Oh, that was
so
so
close.
close.
Can't win them all.
Nope.
All right, thank you very much.
Of course. Nice to
And this
meet
is
you. I've learned that.
flip challenge.
You can see now we're back to the Transformers area. So we've walked a circle around the exhibition hall. We're walking out here back to the main hallway that kind of leads up and around everywhere. So there's a neat little HasCon sign that welcomes you as you walked in. Escalators that go up to the next floor. Had a few displays here or in the hallway. This was Drop Mix. It's a new game that they have. It combines a tablet, or I guess like your smartphone or something, with cards and a small device. You put the cards on the device and it will start playing beats or rhythms or things like this. You combine different cards and it's kind of like mixing your own music to it. They were passing out a custom HasCon card for us that day. This is the G.I. Joe display. I didn't quite get a picture in that opportunity there. I had some of the G.I. Joe toys on display. I think some of these are older ones, some of them are newer. Kind of a mix. And of course they had more movie props on display. This booth offered you an opportunity to take your picture as a planeswalker. Got to choose amongst Jace and I think it was Liliana. This was the cafe area where you could get a bite to eat, pay $4 for a bottle of water. That's more overpriced food, but I think that's typical for conventions like this. There's a Hascade area. This was a little smaller than probably what I really wished it was, but it was an area where you could play games, video games. I think they were trying to showcase like the pinball games and the arcade games, but there was just really 3 arcade games. It wasn't really large enough for, I think, an area called Hascade. So they ended up putting in some like smartphone games as well that you could test out. So this is all there was for the first floor. After this, we take the escalators and go up to the second floor, and we're going to look at the second floor. We just got off the escalators and we're walking along one area of the second floor. The second floor is mainly a play area for Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. They also had a couple rooms for talks that they were holding as well. Beyond that, mostly sales areas. The Ultra Pro had a booth for selling their products. There was a booth for art as well. Here's another Dungeons and Dragons statue. I had a couple of these around. We're walking back past the escalators now to see the other side of the second floor. You can see back there the Magic play area is not quite open just yet, but we'll swing back around and take a look inside. This booth was very popular with the younger children. They had like a ping pong ball toss. If you got it into the little glasses there next to the TV, it'd give you a fidget spinner. This was the booth where you could go and purchase your HasCon shirt and HasCon merchandise. This was another opportunity I had to take a picture in the chair from The Voice. This company had some rather extravagant boards for different board games, I guess you could say. Monopoly, Sorry, I think they had Clue, Scrabble, very extravagant. The pieces were very heavy, metal pieces. This was the first room we went to for a talk. This is where we got to see Mark Rosewater for the first time, and they were spoiling cards from Unstable and Ixalan. This was an area they had set up to allow the children to audition. I went in there and tried to talk my way into getting an audition. They wouldn't let me audition, but they did let me go back behind the scenes and kind of see what was happening and take a photograph. So that was fun. So we've looked back around here. This is the Magic the Gathering playing area. It's finally open. It's set up kind of like any other large tournament would be, where they have the tables. In the back corner to the right is a prize wall, and up kind of towards the front right they had artists selling their art. You can kind of walk behind this curtain wall here, and this is where they had the vendors for Magic the Gathering or other card areas. This first shop here is called Wormwood. They sell premium deck boxes, all made out of wood, leather. I believe they have like snap closures, high quality stuff. Dice towers here as well. Cool Stuff Inc. is where I purchase a lot of my cards from quite often. and almost always I purchase my booster boxes from them. This place in the corner is Dunkin' Donuts. They had like a thing you drop a puck in and it goes across the pins, and whatever it lands on at the bottom is the prize that you get. 2 days I was trying to win a lunch pail from them. At the end of the second day I finally told the guy, I've been trying for 2 days. I lost again on my last throw, and he just went ahead and gave me the lunchbox. Here's another D&D statue that they had. It was quite popular for people to crawl up in there, sit down, and take their picture in. This is where the Dungeons and Dragons playrooms were as well. You see the VIP room back here where these people are standing. Right in front of us there is the Ultra Pro shop. This is another D&D playroom. Actually, I believe this was their VIP room, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the last little shop we had. I was here early in the morning, so not too many people were open. But this is where artists were selling their art. So this kind of wraps up our tour. I hope it provided you an opportunity to kind of see what it was like to be at Hasbro, at the HasCon convention, walking around, looking at the different booths, and just the overall experience. I hope they do it again next year, and if so, I look forward to possibly going again.